Another good night in Lymm. We've set off again in the sunshine for a change. Bit of a late start, we just waited till all the rain went away and now we're off. I don't know where we're going yet, but it'll probably be one of our known moorings, that's for sure. It's certainly been should we describe as an unusual season this year for us. To go to the same place twice in 1 year, you know, to go up the Bridgewater, get back to our marina and then get our engine done and go back again. I think this is the first time we've done this since we've finished work. But it's been extremely enjoyable. The added advantage as well is you get to know all the best places. So there is some logic sometimes in going back to places a few times, because you're not trialing things out, you're knowing where to go, and it makes boating even better if that's possible. Evasive action, that's called. You had the option of filming or moving your camera, or it'd have been in the water after hitting the trees. We have to give these priority, they're a little bit bigger than us.
Shall I go and kick him off with my foot key?
Oh yes, yeah, we should be able to do that, shouldn't we? These barges are a little bit bigger than the narrow canals, that's for certain.
Oh God. He needs a bit of WD-40 on that. He wants some WD-40 on it. Flipping it, that's massive, isn't it?
It is, yes. Yes,
Yep.
yes.
You need a bit of grease on that. Oh, was it? Oh, you've not scratched your paint, have you? Oh, blinking heck! God, I bet that's gouged it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some big boats go up and down here, that's for certain. Normally 2 boats could squeeze through here, but the overgrowth of the trees towards the left will make that a bit difficult. We're now back into Grappenhall. We've left Lymm and we've got the little stretch near the main road now.
And it's breezy again.
It certainly is. We like to stop off at pubs, you know, and have a bite to eat or a drink, you know, a beer or something like that. But we've just gone past the one at London Bridge, and that's a no-no for us because it's John Willie Lee's, and it fails for me. I do not like John Willie Lee's beers, and neither does Bernadette, so we don't visit. Coming through from Lymm to Stockton Heath, once you've got under the London Bridge, there's decent moorings here on the right, and if you just walk up to the bridge and down into the town, plenty of restaurants, plenty of pubs, you've got a choice, and provisions as well. So there's everything there for people if you're more here at Stockton Heath. You won't be short for anything. Sometimes, you know, I go along and I always have my thoughts. And I'm just thinking, like years ago when all the canals were built, they were just polluted ditches, and they were like hidden out of sight. People didn't want to know about canals years ago. It was just where, you know, the working boats took all their goods from place to place. But nowadays, property, if you've got a canal side property now, it's sought after, you know, and people are using all the canals, and it's being promoted to use the towpaths for other things as well. Just makes you wonder, it really does. There's no way all them years ago that the working boatman would think all of this was going to be such a huge leisure industry. It's unbelievable, but there it is. It's a massive leisure industry for the country now. It's absolutely great. Oh,
cheers.
Oh, ha ha ha. Beer arrives and a bit of lunch as well, so
there you are.
Thank you very much. That's not so bad. So I'll have to say goodbye for now. I'm going to enjoy my beer and a bite to eat.
Bye.
when we're away on the boat, there's certain foods, easy foods, what me and Bernadette like. I mean, we do cook quite, you know, some really nice meals, but you just have your staples. Now, Bernadette, I mean, I have certain foods what no, I can't touch, and Bernadette loves them, and it's cucumber, celery, rhubarb, oh, what's the other thing? I even forgot the name. Piccalilli. You know, I couldn't eat any of them. No chance. No chance. But what I like, and Bernadette really detests, is corned beef. I just love corned beef. I think it's brilliant with sauce, with brown sauce. It's just nice and easy to put together and eat. And I just love it. And I don't understand why Bernadette doesn't like it. Perhaps it's like what one of my friends said to us. He said he won a year's supply of Marmite, and the year's supply was 1 jar. You either love it or hate it, I think. But I just love corned beef. Quite a few things are changing on the canals, you know, not all for the better as well. And I was just thinking how one of the things what is happening is mega blasting music coming from boats when they're going along or when they're moored up. That's not part of the boating culture, that. You can go anywhere else for that. You can go to your clubs or stay in domestic land, but blasting music, etc., on boats, disturbing everybody. No, that is definitely not right. We've reached our moorings again for the evening. That was a very, very windy day, that. Extremely windy. But at least it kept dry. I think Bernadette's getting a glass of wine for us now, so I'll go and go in and look forward to a nice chilled white. After mooring up, we decided we would have one of our lazy days and not move. A good job really, because it rained all day. We woke up on this particular morning, driving rain, gale force winds. We nearly said we were going to stay again, but we're getting too soft, so we thought, come on, waterproof's on, let's get going. We can't be beaten by weather all the time. We used to never bother when we first started boating, so it's back to Arden boating. It's more by accident than planning, but we seem to time these tunnels very well, and we don't wait for, you can wait up to an hour when you're coming up to Preston Brook, but we're going to time it again purely by accident, but certainly not complaining. We're back to Preston Brook now. Waited 4 or 5 minutes for the 10-minute window. Once it gets to past, off we go. As you're going past, you'll see the window is in green on the sign on the right hand side, and then all that red means you've got to stay moored up. After extensive work was carried out on Preston Brook Tunnel, it was reopened in 1984, and now it's a very important route. It did open, you know, all the Bridgewater and this tunnel allows the Cheshire Ring to be completed. I just wish they could make the Ashton Canal a little bit better, because you can get some characters on that one, to put it mildly. Sometimes when you come out of Preston Brook Tunnel, it's the southern end I'm talking about, it's so packed and moored up on the right hand side, and it's quite you've just got to be very careful going past. When we originally came through, we had a good clanging from a boat, what just did not veer to one side. He just kept coming towards us, bounced on us and carried on regardless. Stop lock is a weird lock. It has a weird shape. You can fit a wide beam if you're coming into it from Preston Brook Tunnel, but only a narrow beam when you're going out of it. You wonder why it was made like it is. Anybody know? You can please let us know in the comments. Must be honest, we came across a lovely, more by accident, a lovely beer. Not too strong, 4.2%, citrusy, a bit of a session beer should you say. Sierra Nevada, Californian IPA. Absolutely lovely, lovely and refreshing, and just the right amount in a smaller can. Absolutely lovely. I love that citrus taste.
Well, Keith asked me he said, just for some unusual shots, why don't you just like stand on your head? So I said, oh, all right then. So here I am at the bow of the boat. Hope you liked it.
What we're hoping to do is to moor up where the breach was at Dutton a few years ago, the one what made all the TV news as well. But it's such a beautiful spot. We'll have to be very lucky to manage to get there, but we'll keep our fingers crossed, and you never know. We're totally amazed, absolutely amazed today. We were looking to get to a very nice mooring, but thought we have absolute no chance. And it's where Dutton Breach took place. Nobody there. So we've moored up here, and you could say we've got a little bit of a view. Only a little bit. You can't get much better than that, that's for certain. That is truly stunning, and this is an absolute superb mooring. We might even stay here for an extra day. Lovely.